collectively raise funds for the emperor. Prince Faisal was shaken and left. Whenever. It's a very important decision. Re-examination of His Majesty. I wonder if I could ask Prince Fei for some knowledge. Why this time? I can't tell you the second thing first. By Chu Nis Hang. In addition to this, Taijian Wang Town. No problem. This incident was very important to me after I returned. We'll make multiple copies immediately. When I heard the 3 words Nei Shu Ji, he's already panicking. Especially the sharp look from Zhu Youjian. It makes him busy in the United States. Because Ming Dynasty Zhu Youjian once personally ordered. The eunuchs are not allowed to read books. The inner book frame is where he points out the opening. Specializes in changing levels and seeing where to read and recognize words. Grandson. What does the inner book format of the Suen dynasty mean? Why does it sound so wrong? This matter starts from Yang'el. No. Don't talk nonsense, grandson. NK doesn't know what's going on. Yang'el's grandson is Emperor Suen. In the early years of Suen. Small things that matter. That means changing the door. Learning culture. For this purpose, we established the Nice Huge. Is a dedicated reading and writing. The place where the word is wrong. What? Let Tai see the real words of reading. A little reader was really upset. This is the day to wait for the change of customs. There are few examples of people in power. We established the Huanglan ancestral precepts. Do not change the real word of this. 1 buckle is not enough to eat. They even set up schools specifically for these smokers. When Tasia gave a lesson, in Grandpa Wang's mind, this kid just doesn't think. I will train him for you later. Don't worry, Grandpa. I will never make such preparations again. Grandson. Why do you want to kill this Taijian Wang Zhen? But he did the evil thing. Foolish steps. More than. The Queen Mother saw that Wang Zhen was the great Ming. The first authoritarian change of. Due to the care. Daily life of Prince Suen. He also taught Prince Suen to read real characters. So much so that Prince Suen obey his orders. In the early days of the Crown Prince, I calculated my position. After Empress Dowager Zhang died, the Ming Dynasty almost became. He is the king of the Ming Dynasty. This is also what I advocate. One of the reasons for deposing the Crown Prince. Mixed smoke man. The situation of changing the shape of the country. It's all because of you, the only child. Well done. Go down to Suen. I wish I could get under the pig. Even so, he still gives you hope. In this case. Then besides this, isn't it enough to just see Wang Zhen? Why do you want to depose the prince? Because. A few more points. My brother, please rest and recuperate. And bulletin D. Be a demon grandson. Ming Dynasty. God yours. Traveling through the heavy needle of the late Ming Dynasty. can only travel through time and space to summon ancestors. Just now Zhu Youjian, the Suan Zhu fighter plane. Small incident with hit. Zhu Youjian. After the century Li Jinglong, the second person was wanted. The talents of Ming Dynasty god of war. The two Zudi spoke to the world. What kind of talent is Li Jinglong? Others don't know. They don't know yet. 500,000 against 800 people. Run away. The art of formation in ancient and modern times. The 14th year of Zheng Tong. Valabite also first Wash Raobian match. Ming Dynasty god of war Zhu Youjian. Raging. It is to protect nearby. Add new price with additional group. Leading 3 camps with 200,000 gold. Gray is going north. Gohan breaks through Walla. Actually it's pretty good. Maybe it's because of insufficient military. But the body is not marching straight. It is also the rule of the commander of the army on horseback. This Ming Dynasty god of war. Indeed, I have been teaching in Beijing for many years. Horseback army commander. Barely able to withdraw from the relationship. But the same place is not only. The Ming Dynasty god of war is called student. The emperor's party. They are all famous gatherings of famous people. But these are not just a few words. Can explain clearly. This time I brought out. Go to Zhengtong 14th year. The Mining Bureau. Military command in ancient and modern times. So good. Grandson. We work together. We can't stand it anymore. This time. Someone has to chop it off personally. This Smoke King town. The great ancestor is incomparable. This trip is full of dangers. Need soldiers and horses to fight each other. Zheng Yang and Tai Xiat. Available in Yingtian. These two have been waiting in Yingtian for a long time. Listen to users writing at any time. That's good. Lead these two. Arranged to Chongzhen Cheo. Guarding the capital. In the freshness of the heavy conquest of the Red Army of 500,000. Should be enough to protect sleeping etc. Thoughtful. Borrowing from our party. You can set off. Go to the 14th year of orthodoxy. Officials plot to seize the treasure. This game made me famous. Xiangxian's military actions to destroy the country. Grandson. Please tell us in detail. This Zuki town. Leading the expedition with 200,000 yuan. We will destroy the country first. Zhu Liu Chun. Bevera. Also first with a generation of labor. Leading 20,000 people to chase and kill. The Ming army is exhausted and resumes publication. 200,000 yuan of funds were lost. Waste. Let it be a waste. Although this disease has healed. But how do you really feel? Still at the gate of hell. Repeatedly cross the chest. He looked at Zhu Yuan. Zhang Zhenzu's face. I think I shouldn't say anything. I might really play pig today. Severely ill Majesty. Yang's pension. The daimyo of Walla city split into gangs. Since Suand, there has been no teacher. Teacher Jin Xianian is on the list. I never had the intention of failing. How can we stop the old border innocently? And Varuna gave the king of soldiers. How dare we chase after the daimyo's army of 200,000? Still too obvious. Good things done by Wang Zhen. History in the court. It's too late to see Wang Zhen. Lonely big fist. Wang Zhen looked down on even the important officials of the court. Sunday morning, Takashima Tenkaido. How can we look down upon these states? Wang Zhen said to Zhu Youjian. Don't give Vala too many rewards. Mr. Kings. As a result, Vala was not a Gan person. The Shanggong slide. Even leading the team personally. Package tour for Daimyo. I don't even buy the gas money I get for the last 1,000 miles. The reason why Wang Zhen did this. Just to stir up trouble. Full rights. Money is needed. Nothing is missing. Only the name is missing. Then, Zhu Youjian was accompanied by Wang Zhen. With more than 100 civil and military ministers. We must defeat the 3 major camps and lose 200,000 gold taxes. Leaving the capital city. Send troops to northern France. The British official seal is a veteran of 4 dynasties. He is experienced. But Zhu Youjian did not give him any command authority. Nor obey his sword. It is my duty to be honest with Wang Zhen. But where did Wang Zhen make the payment? Hard Sound turned 200,000 troops into a new army. At this time, the front line reported that the Wala army was withdrawn. His Majesty. There is not even a single Wala soldier in the north. Very expensive. If you move forward. Maybe I got hit by a volleyball. Wang Zhenai's hearing testimony. These old immortal things. To stop him from shining clearly. I wish the grey edge would pull out the door of Zhang's house. In order to show his generosity. Just make the door of Zhang's house smelly. Ordered the army to continue to be banned. Father. Vala just held a grand event in the north a few days ago. Period of struggle. It's impossible to retreat so easily. Let's look at it later. Datong North. It's probably a pocket trap that Valabite couldn't fit into. Son is worried. In the north. Dad might be in danger. Guo Jingnan was personally recommended by Wang Zhen. His words. Wang Zhengzhen was immediately shocked by the police. He went to see Zhu Youjian. Analysis of the killing. Let's stop fighting. I am concerned about your safety, Your Majesty. Just listen to Mr. Wang. Wang Zhen of the withdrawal ice has a waste for it. As a result, Wala caught up with the Ming army. When I led Zhu Youjian back to Tulufang, maintain 10,000. The Ming army was ambushed again. The Ming army was in a state of distress. Move another group of Lao's Wala army and wait. The army's morale has been broken. No fighting spirit. The 200,000 man army was quickly defeated. The blood of Ming soldiers flowed like a river. This battle does not threaten our Ming Dynasty's 200,000. The elite troops were led into the wild map. British Seal House. Zhu Yongdang, Duke of Qinqiu. 52 important officials. All died in this battle. The tragic family fortune of the Ming Dynasty over the past 70 years. All in. Even the National Academy of Sculpture. Zhongshan Design Turbulence. We once erected an iron monument. Engraved above. Prohibit eunuchs from interfering in government affairs. Great ancestor. This iron monument is also Wangzhen. Smashed for you. Literary Chinese. Zhu Youjian remained silent. Like a wax elephant. Quietly scary. This speaker is in Yongle Dynasty. When guarding the spirit pond 3000 knives. Zhu Youjian is so dog-loving. Which Fiza was born to Zhu Renji. Taizhen Ping Sun Ruoyi Yongle. The two emperors at the same table have already issued an order. Spend him. Chun Huo obeyed Taijian's orders from a different era. It is to occupy the words of Mr. Zhang and nothing. Such expenses. Died on the battlefield. It's really cheap for him. Great-grandfather. Father. Don't worry. I am dead. Jump from the sky. There is no way I could let this kid get into trouble. Zhu Youjian did not die on the battlefield. But with Zhun Song. Na Xin Fulu. Grandma Daming. The origin of Ming Hao, the god of war. Grandson. When to go to Zhengtong Cheo. More points. Each person takes one. Bring back Zhu a little strength. Don't kill him all at once. We need to vent our anger. His Majesty. Don't kill here. Whom you Bayadai is disadvantageous. Once the wild first chase overnight. The consequences are unbearable. Zhu Youjian hesitated. He doesn't know what to do. I can only be like Wangzhen beside me. A look of help. Bold. Your Majesty is a wise and powerful character. One of the rise. And I am forcing the attack. In spite of. The important official bowed his head. To pressurize. I wish I could get off this cigarette. Behind the army. There are 100 billion cars on the. All need to respect themselves. Now retreat into the city. It is not. I will protect the Ming Dynasty. Hand over. Or your friends among you. Bought by Yes Yen. Deliberately showing this color. Force His Majesty to drive into the city. Afterwards, share the responsibility. A brief history of our ancestors. There is absolutely no such thing. Mr. That's what I meant. Geeks take my orders. Your Majesty's army. Helping to kill whom you obey. Waiting for self-respect. And His Majesty. Please 3 or 4. Zhang Fuji. He has been fighting for many years. Such a situation. If the original residents. Simply imported. Save the road. Old National Palace. You are trying to resist the disturbance. Lead His Majesty to revolt against the capital. The first few people searched the British palace. Find evidence of Lao Kuogong's rebellion. You said you can't find it. He is not afraid of death. He is afraid of fighting hard to leave a legacy for future generations. Became that one. A photo book full of super success. His Majesty. I really can't wait. If you delay any further, it's all too late. On the contrary, as long as you enter my arms, the army will certainly not worry. Your Majesty. Kuang Yan is as anxious as powder. As a guest, he is about the situation. In the clearest sense, the police must be withdrawn. Otherwise, these 200,000 troops, I will let waylays, I say. Zhu Qi, I think. The parade of his own. No need to choose Zushan Palace. I want to say, the former emperor fought here. I dare not even. Once this was said, the important officials were disheartened. The emperor said this. They can't refute. Zhang Fu came to visit. Unless the Ming leader appears. Otherwise, the ministers cannot persuade. Only His Majesty the Emperor can. Wait for Wang Taijian to do whatever he wants. Suddenly the door opened with a kick. A few more points. The Emperor's brother has Ang's and Yang soldiers. And buddy. As a demon god. Ming Dynasty. Shen knees. The heavy needle that penetrates into the eyesight. Try to travel through time and space to change the left center. Just now, the door was kicked open. Zhu Qichen followed Wang Zhen's wrong advice. This caused several emperors to be furious.